Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica Sharkan and I am the unpublished author of my current work in progress, The Vigilantes. With this being my first video on author/writertube, I wanted to start by making a writer's tag video. Without any further ado, let's get into the questions. The first question is, how did you find out about AuthorTube? Pure coincidence. I was just bored one day on YouTube and a AuthorTube video popped into my recommendation box. And I started off with that, and then I watched another, and I just got stuck in this endless loop of AuthorTube. The second question is, what genres do you write in? My work in progress, The Vigilantes, is a action-adventure novel, and so is the second and third book of the trilogy. But I also have other novel ideas which are either fantasy, sci-fi, romance, horror, mystery, and I think I have a thriller. What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? My preferred writing tense is present. I tried writing in past tense, but it didn't feel as natural as writing in present tense. Though I think I'm going to give it another try soon, but I'm not so sure. Point of view, third and first. My work in progress is first person, but I have many other novels which are in third person. And category of story, which mainly YA and NA. Question number 4. Are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? I am a plotter. I was a pantser at the beginning of my novel, but around, I think, chapter 16, I had to have an outline. I couldn't write without one. So since then, I usually make these extravagant, very detailed outlines, character profiles, character history, and write down my world building. I have everything next to me while I'm writing. It just makes the whole writing process a lot more easier for me. Question number 5. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am yet to be published, but my dream is to self-publish my novel, either sometime during this year or next year. A video is going to come out soon on why I'm going to self-publish. Question number 6. What publishing company, literary agent, and/or printing company are you represented by? I can't really answer this question, but since I'm going to self-publish, I am going to use CreateSpace and what's the other one? Ingram Spark. And I also started to read something about Lulu, but I'm not so sure if I'm going to use that. Question number 7. What AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? Maybe a few writing tags, such as this one. A few videos to get to know me a lot better, but mostly writing advice. 8. What was the first story you ever wrote? My current work in progress. I'm not so sure if there are other authors out there like me, but I started writing in 2016. God, it feels like forever. In 2016. And that was my first ever novel, or yeah, I've written short stories for school when they made us. I've never written something because I wanted to. And one day out of the blue, I just decided to write the story because I think I've had the idea for The Vigilantes for a year prior to that. So it just happened one day. Number 10. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can and find the time? For me, it's a combination of both. I schedule my writing sessions in the mornings and in the evenings. 500 words in the morning and at least 1,000 in the evening before I go to sleep. And the rest is usually when I have time between classes or I don't have any homework to do that day, and I sit down and write. And question number 11, do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or a blend of those? And where do you write in general? I write on my computer, usually. I wish I had a typewriter to write on that. And I also write by hand. At school, I have a little notebook that I always bring with me, in which I write different scenes I had plans for that day or whatever pops into my mind, strict to the chapter I'm working on. And when I get home, I usually type it out, and at the same time, I edit it. And where do you write in general? At school, at my desk, or when I'm at home, usually at my desk, or I like to move into the living room and sit on the couch as I write there. So this concludes the author tag. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I post new videos every Friday. You can go follow me on Twitter at Jessica Sherkan and Facebook and Instagram at author Jessica Sherkan. Hope you have a nice day. Bye.